Hello there, guys. It's Ed again, and we're out in the garage on a nice snowy morning out here. I left my truck out last night because it was New Year's Eve, and no better way to start your morning than with a little bit of a headache and a snowblower. Yeah, fresh air, clean you right out. So anyway, this is what we're up to today. I just been wrestling with this for about 20 minutes or so, and I got it out. So you can see here the mold for the mud bug body has come out. So it was a little wrestle, but it came out, so we're in pretty good shape. It looks pretty decent. Gonna need probably good sanding and just getting it cleaned up. But as you can see, the blue part on the bottom is the mold itself, and then in some of these tight corners I put some of that sticky aluminum tape because the fiberglass isn't supposed to stick to it. In the corners I knew I was going to have issues trying to get it out of here, which is funny. They say it doesn't stick, but it's kind of stuck. There it goes. And then I painted over it. But as you can see, the paint, I painted over the aluminum tape, which probably isn't the best way to go. This all needs to be trimmed up and squared up. I'll take and draw a line on it so I get it so it looks pretty square. And then we'll clean it up. But it just literally popped out of the mold. And I wanted to show you guys what it looks like out of the mold. And I think it looks pretty darn cool myself. It's not perfect, but hey, it's better than the body it had, which was none. And actually, this even turned out a little better than I expected. This needs to be ground down, I think, and I think it's just resin in here. Yeah, it's just, I think that's just built up with resin. So I got to look that over and see. I tried something different here. I wanted this to be dished down, so I used a plastic and a piece of wood down there. It's a bottom out of a, I don't know, peanut jar or something to kind of create this concaved area here, but that didn't turn out as well as I wish it would have. That was still a little wet there. This has been in the mold for probably a week. It was probably 20 degrees out here when I did it. I just shut the blower off on the wood stove so you could hear me. But yeah, it just needs a good cleaning up here. I'll probably end up Bondoing it up and giving it a thin layer of Bondo before I paint it, prime it and paint it. I think I'm going to go with this, what the heck was it called? It was Fire Mist. You get it in a quart. It's about $60, but Fire Mist Orange. And it looked really, really pretty cool to what would have been on this originally. And so yeah, that's it. I got the holes marked here with a piece of tape right where I got to drill them. That's where it bolts on. Right there is where it bolts on. So I just kind of plugged them off with a piece of tape, but it left a little dimple, so I know where to go with it. Give it a good grinding, flat it out a little bit, a couple little spots, but pretty cool. Very excited about it. Even though the mud bug itself is out there. You see that blue tarp? I believe that's the tire of it, I think. There's a lot of snow on it. But that's one less project I got done now, and so that's pretty cool. We'll get her cleaned up, and we'll give you another video. Maybe I'll throw it on the end of this, edit it together, and so you don't have to watch two of them. And we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting. It's Ed again. Just a real quick short addition to this before I clean it up. I just saw this. I wasn't even really looking at it, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Check the pattern out in that. Is that cool or what? Just an idea to some of you guys out there. Maybe cover the whole thing and because the paint sticks to this pretty good. And cover the whole thing with the aluminum tape and then spray it, and it seems to give you this weird effect. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'll keep going. We'll add that part in too. Thank you guys. Here we are. I put a little primer on it, and I started to trim this out in the back, and I noticed that I had a little crack here from getting it out of the mold, so I'll have to patch that on the back side. No big deal. That's why I left this material here. Like, this is the cut line up here, and what I'll do is round that around a little bit and then come down. But I left material there so I can pinch this together, as you can see, and seal that up. We'll put some on the back side. But top of it looks pretty good. This is going to need some Bondo work in there, and that's still a little tacky right there. I'm not really sure why that did that. Maybe it was just some material that didn't get mixed very well. But I put the primer on it because it's a lot easier to see the ink, the blemishes and stuff, like up in here, just where it laid. Probably the tape, I think, had some crinkles in it. But we'll skim coat the whole thing in Bondo, and that should take care of all the issues and fill in any of these little holes and stuff, and sand it all down. But yeah, I'm still pretty happy with it. It came out pretty fair, I thought. So, see, that primer's been sitting on there for like 2 hours and it's still wet down there. Just cold out here in the garage. But, yeah. There we go. Turn around a little bit. Oh, bang myself into my truck because I have no room out here. So, that little dull spot up here, that's because the plywood, actually, you can even see a light spot right here. The plywood had a bow in it when I used it, so it's transferred that over into this mold, but I don't really care. I don't think it'll make a big deal. But it's got the little whale tail on the top like the original ones did, sorta. I mean, it's a pretty close to, I think, what it would have been, you know. It's pretty funny, you know. You can go from here's the buck positive, mold negative, part positive. So I got them all. It's but yeah, come out pretty good, not too bad. So like I said, I think color wise I'm gonna go with this Fire Mist Orange, TCP, yeah, TCP sells it. And I was just looking at I'm doing this on my phone, and it kind of looks like there's like a little wave of stuff. I don't know if you guys will pick up on that or not, but it's kind of weird looking at it through here. It's like smoke going past the part, but there's no smoke out here. Fire's been off for a while, and I don't know, weird. But anyway, yeah, Fire Mist Orange, it's called. It has a lot of metal flake in it. Looks a lot like the original color. Was kind of an orange. They called it apricot back in '71, and because these come in two different colors, you get a lime green one or the apricot one, and I'm pretty sure by the number that I found on the chassis that this one was the apricot one. But anyway, I just want to finish out the video, guys. I'll keep you updated. We'll take another shot when I get it all bondoed and sanded and reprimed and ready to go. Don't be scared. I just shut the lights off. It's kind of cool, I thought. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing.